So what you can do, you can hide the quantity field at the time of vendor payment, because that is not required there. So what you do, you suppress that particular quantity field in the vendor payment transaction. That is again a different nature of transaction. So nature of transactions varies accordingly, the fields requirement varies, which are to be required, optional, or suppressed. So we'll be seeing that once we will be doing the transactions in the SAP, which will give you a better clarification about how these fields works and how we can make those things required, optional, or suppressed. So we'll be looking after how we can define the fiscal year variant, and then we're looking after how we can assign the fiscal year variant to the company code. The next part is tolerance for the users. Now, with reference to the key, the tolerance for entry of document and granting of cash discount can be determined for all the employees of the groups for payment settlement. To elaborate, basically tolerance means a limit, a amount limit on the users have been put up. These limits could be the maximum amount an employee can post in a document, means a maximum amount transaction, a business transaction maximum amount which a user or an employee can post, a maximum amount per line item in a customer or a vendor account, a maximum cash discount percentage a particular user can grant, and the maximum payment differences for the employee, what he can make. We'll discuss when we'll be doing this particular customization how these things can be taken up and how we customize the tolerance for the users. So we create this tolerance on the basis of these things. We create the tolerance for the users and we define the tolerance groups to the user later on, so as to cover this. So as we discussed the enterprise structure and the financial accounting global setting, now we will take up in the SAP system how these things, these configurations and customizations takes place in the system. As you can check in the screen, an enterprise structure, you can see the company and the company code and the business area. A group can have number of legal entities, means a number of company codes, and all together is termed as a group company. Over and above that, you can have a simplified, diversified reports on the basis of business area within a legal entities. So we'll be defining these things in the SAP system, how we configure these part in the SAP part. Let's log in the SAP system. As we can log in, we can check. So you can see this screen where there is a client, and in that particular client we will be working. Client is basically, you can say, as a self-contained unit in SAP system with separate master records and its own set of tables. So a client has got the highest level of SAP system hierarchy. So whenever we work on a particular client. There could be different clients. One is a development client, another could be a quality client, and another would be a live system, live client on which all the business runs. So in development client we do all the customization and configurations, and later on we move those customization and configurations with the basis of a request to the quality, and we do the testing, and if everything is okay and fine, then we move those particular configuration customizations to the live system. So right now we'll be doing these customization, and we'll see how those requests are created and can be moved. So we'll be putting up the user ID over here and then the password, and now entering this will take us to the login screen of SAP system. We can see SAP Easy Access. Now to do the configurations, there is a separate transaction code which we have to fill it over here. You can see the screen over here. You have to, there are two wayouts of working in SAP. One is a shortcut that is termed as transaction code, which is basically a 4-digit code by which, if you remember, by which you can directly go to that main screen of configuration and can do the configurations. Otherwise, the second option is going through the path. So we'll be going through the path. The transaction is SPRO. Now click on enter. If you enter, it will take you to the next screen. You can see the customizing execute project. Over here you can see the SAP reference IMG. IMG basically refers to the implementation guide, and this is where all the configurations take place. Now click on this particular screen, on the particular tab. You can see the next screen comes up, and this includes the configuration path for each and every module in SAP, whether it is financial accounting or controlling, or it may be for sales and distribution module, or material management module, or plant management, or quality management, or for that matter any other module. So we'll be moving up now is the enterprise structure. We have to create the company, and then we'll be moving to define the company code, and we'll be assigning to each other. So right now we'll be looking after how we can create it. You can see over here the enterprise structure option is there. We have to go to this particular, and we have to expand this tab, and you can see in this definition and assignment is there. Definition is with which we define or create the organizational unit. You can again expand the tab over here, and you can see there is a financial accounting. Expanding the tab over here, you can see there is a defined company code, then added company code. So we will first be defining the company. So clicking on this watch symbol, it will open up. You can see over here the screen is displayed. There are huge number of company, that is the group companies already defined by SAP, as can be seen. So we'll be looking after that what we will be creating right now. So you can see many of the codes are already created, so you have to look after which code you can use now for creating yours, because you cannot use a duplicate codes. Duplicacy is not allowed. So let's take up with what code we can take up is, suppose we take up 1200 out of this, because 1200 is not there in the screen. So we'll be creating your company, that is the group company, with the code 1200. Now you can go to new entries. We have to fill up the company a 4-character code. The maximum could be a 6-character code in the company part, but we'll be taking a 4-character, or you can have a 6-character as well. So I am filling up a 6-character code over here, and this can be given as a group name. Like I can give up over here is IBM group. Now we will fill over here the streets and all the other details of addresses of the group. So you can take up the details over here, and you can fill it over here, like suppose 2020. The city could be, and the country over here you can have this particular tab. Click on this, and it will give you the selection options for the countries, and you can select your own country over here. You can see United States is there. Double click on this United States, will get it selected. Language, you can again select over here, and you can find your own language over here. You can see that there are different number of languages over here. You can have your recipe configured on these different languages. So we'll be going up with the English language. Then we'll be selecting the currency. So over here, to take care that if your group is this and your country over here means the local country, your currency means the local currency of the particular country, you can again see your currency over here. So for American dollar, we have to look for USD. USD is there. You can select the USD. So we have selected all those things. Post box or postal code also you can fill it. Suppose for example I fill it 10000, and now you can save this option over here, and this will create your group company. So this asks you for a request. That is what I was talking about. To move the customization or configurations for one client to another, you need this request number. So you can create the request number from over here. Like suppose I rename it as FICO configurations, and now you can click over as a save option, and this will give you a new code, new request number for all your settings which you are doing over here will be saved in this particular request, customizing request. Click over here as continue. So you can see the message generated is data was saved, and this is an important message. If you don't get this message, that means your customization is not done yet, is not been saved, means not successful. So going back with this tab, you can go back again. Now we have defined the company. Now we need to define the company code. So the company we defined is 121234. So this is your company, means the group company defined. Now we will be defining the company code. So I would be taking the company code as 1200, and then later on you can create your own company code further as 1300 and 1400, as much as you want to, or you can have even one company code as well working it. So it's up to you how much entities you want to take it with you in the system, and accordingly you can customize. So we'll be going to define the company code. Now clicking over here will give you the next screen. Now over here to double click on the edit company code data. These are the different company codes which are already defined in the system. Now we will be going for 1200. So you can see that there is no 1200 code already defined, so we can use the code 1200 over here. So we'll go back to this. Now we'll click on the new entries. Now you can define your company code. A company code is basically a 4-character alphanumeric code. So you can have 1200, or if you want you can have a different code like IBM as well. So it's up to you, whichever you want. I would be going for a numeric code because a numeric code is what is preferred. So naming it as IBM LLC. Now again you can fill the address over here, like I fill it as Texas, then the country as we can have checked US, the currency could be USD. Now in case you have any doubt, you can check over here with this particular symbol, or you can click on F4 on your keyboard, and if you click on F4 it will give you the list of countries in which you can select. So you can see there is a US, United States. In the same way you can check for your currency as well. Again F4 on your keyboard. So you can check over here as American dollar as USD and select that. For language you can go with this or F4 in the keyboard. This will show you your language preferred is English now. So we'll select English over here. Now we can save this. Now as already said, a company code is basically a legal entity. So these are not only the details would be needing. When you save it, it will come up with a new pop-up to fill further details. So is your legal entity a company or a doctor or a Mr. or Mrs. or what? Or you can put up a blank as well. So if it is a company, we'll select company.